This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. Many of you have asked me to cover this, so I'm covering it. That is this show, this cartoon on Netflix called Big Mouth. The show is pretty much another one of these cartoons that's really, really gross, which, is perverted, which is over the top, which is really geared towards, they'll say teens, but kids are going to watch it because when their parents see cartoon, they let them watch it because they think it's a good thing, it's not bad. And it's just completely perverse and perverted. It's just sexualizing children. Some of the stuff is just some of the most foul, filthy things I've ever seen in a trailer before, that they're even allowed to put this up on YouTube. Should be a surprise, right? Being that YouTube is trying to censor everybody. Not censoring this stuff, no surprise. The trailer, which I can't use any of the actual clips from, but you could check it out for yourself. The show's called Big Mouth, like I said. Starts with two young kids. Out from under the bed comes the hormone monster, talking about sex with children, teaching them about sex, getting them prepared. The whole show is about sex and how kids are, going through puberty. And, people go, oh, it's not really a big deal. They got a little girl cartoon who's on her period kind of stuff. Just really, really vulgar and nasty. Not surprising it comes from the creator and star of The Kroll Show. Everybody's probably seen this guy at one point in their lives somewhere. This absolutely not funny guy who loves bagels. Let's put it that way. It's his favorite food. Guy loves to spin the dreidel. How's that? This guy, not surprisingly, behind this crud that is geared towards children and teens. So one of the boys sees another one of the boys naked, right? He drops his towel and he goes, oh, I saw his penis. So he goes to his father and he tells his father he saw his friend's penis. The father says, oh, and now you're worried you're a homosexual, the father says. He says, son, a man can touch another man's penis, even kiss one, as he holds up the 666 A-OK sign. No surprise, right? He's holding that up as he says it. So his father's telling the son that you can touch a penis, you could even kiss it lightly. I mean, this is just disgusting. Filth. Absolute filth. And it goes on to say they're coming of age. These children are coming of age. And they just keep promoting these children having sex with one another, sexualizing these young teens, having sex with their pillows. And I don't want to hear this stuff about, well, teenagers, they're going through puberty. All that nonsense that just gives these people more leeway to create filth like this. This is geared towards promoting and sexualizing children. That's what they want. They want people to be like, oh, 13-year-olds have sex, 14-year-olds have, oh, and what's the problem with the 14-year-old having sex with an adult? As they continue to just lift all the boundaries that we have in this society. It's already a society with no morals, a society that is just completely living the do-without-wilt mindset. And this is the type of programming that plants those seeds. Because not only do young kids and teens see this stuff, and they're learning through this, oh, have sex with your pillow. Oh, it's okay to touch another boy's penis if you're a boy. It doesn't make you gay. I mean, what kind of nonsense is this? Where are the regulations against what can even be said with these people as far as the perversion? Yet I can't even question a narrative that's going on the TV without getting all of these issues with my channel. And it's not just me, many people, right? But this stuff is wonderful, right? And we know it's because they control the system. But this should be the kind of stuff that wakes people up, where they go, this is a little too far. I mean, what parent would let their kid watch this? And what person would even watch it? What adult would watch it? Oh, it's so funny to watch young teen. It's planting seeds in their head, watching the young girl go through her period. They go, well, it's just a cartoon, though, so it's totally different. It's disgusting. It's filth. And then, like I said, it starts with a demon that pretty much that comes out. They'll just say, like, oh, it's the boogeyman under the bed. There's a demon that comes out for the boy, a demon that comes out for the girl, teaching them about sex, telling them about sex. They're, calling themselves some type of hormone gods or goddesses or hormone monsters. Right? And they're teaching these young children about sex. They have the horns coming out of their head. I mean, how much more obvious can this stuff get? They even throw up the devil horns, which isn't a surprise. But then it just gets really disturbing as one of the young girls has a conversation with her vagina. You know? And I mean, people are going to just go, oh, this guy's just a, loosen up. That's what people say, stuff like that to me, right? As if, like, to me, it's like, oh my goodness, I can't take it. What am I? And I'm talking about other people, other children out there. I wouldn't sit and watch this garbage, but they might be completely asleep and watch it. So the girl holds up a mirror to her vagina and has a conversation with her vagina. And this show is already airing on Netflix, apparently. It's airing. Like, there's no problem, no big deal, no pushback. I mean, what happened in the days where, like, stuff like this would come out and people would be like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, they're putting gay characters in Beauty and the Beast, right? They have Gaston or whatever his name is, and the guy be gay. I mean, they are just getting away with this stuff because people are going, this isn't 1950 anymore, the 1800s, it's 2017. They don't even know what that means. What does that mean? Oh, we've evolved? We've devolved. We've gone backwards. We've gone back down the septic tank. We're pretty much as low as you can get. Rock bottom doesn't even sum it up. Raw sewage is more like it. But people refuse that. Oh, come on. Back then they were censoring things, and no, that was stupid. Parents shouldn't have been able to, kids should be able to watch whatever they want, do whatever they want. Because they want children to grow up on this filth, because they want them to be filth. Because they're filth, right? You see how it works? The do without will mindset is their mindset. It's now everyone's mindset. There is no censorship. There is no, what can you or can't you say? You can say whatever you want, except if you're questioning this system, except if you're not following any of their narratives, right? Because if I came on here every day and I was pushing a pro-Trump narrative, I guarantee I wouldn't have as much problems with my channel. But because I'm telling you that both sides are fake, because I'm telling you that there is no republic, that this is not a republic, this is a game, well, then I can't speak. Then that's censored. But the rest, that's fine. That's fun and dandy for everybody out there. Cartoons, talking to demons about sex, teaching children about sex, having sex with pillows. You see dildos, all sorts of disgusting stuff in here. But people will just go, just like Mr. Pickles, they'll go, it's for adults, a cartoon for adults. Oh, okay, so if a kid sees the cartoon, you don't think a 10-year-old's going to watch it because it's a cartoon? And you think his parents are going to expect it to be some type of filth teaching kids about sex? That's what this show's doing. It's trying to tell you, this is what happens during puberty. This is normal. It's normal to look at your friend's penis. It's normal to touch your friend's penis as a guy. Teaching the girls about puberty, becoming one with their vagina. I mean, insane stuff. And this is just the trailer. I'm not sitting through the show. I can only imagine what they explain, the disgusting stuff. Probably talking about anal and all sorts of filth. Because they come that close to it in the trailer. And this is your bagel-loving media that's pushing this. Because they want kids to be growing up on this stuff. People don't realize the influence that the television has over them. That all of this stuff has over them because they're so prideful. They offset each other, right? We live in a prideful society. Everybody's so proud of themselves, right? We hear them, be proud of yourself, love yourself, all this stuff. And people always write to me and they go, what's wrong with that? Because they don't even realize what they're doing. They're telling you to love yourself and to be prideful so that when things come up to be questioned, they're too prideful to ask questions about what they've learned. Oh, I was a straight A student. Oh, you're going to tell me that history's not real? You're going to tell me the shape of the earth might not be what everyone says? You're going to tell me that we never went to the moon? You're going to tell me, these shooting? I mean, anything that's been questioned. No, because they're prideful, because they've grown up in this system. They love the system. They believe in the system. It's been beaten into their heads through repetition. So because they're so prideful, if you say to them, listen, when you watch TV, you're influenced. They go, no, I'm not. I'm entertained. I'm just being entertained. Right. They don't even realize when they're watching the news. They're taking either opinion A or opinion B, and that's what they're giving you. But opinion C is never talked about. So they're going, well, this is what's going on with Trump and Hillary and the liberals and the conservatives. And that person is deciding if he's a conservative or he's a liberal. Meanwhile, they're not even asking the right questions. They're not even in the game. What they should be going is, there isn't a left or right. There isn't a republic. Nobody's voted for. But they're too prideful. So people will continue to be prideful, and shows like this will come out, and people go, it doesn't influence kids. They know nothing about mind control. They know nothing about the brain. They haven't studied how the mind works because they've been studying their whole lives things that don't matter in school. Pointless lies. And when you realize how the brain works and the mind works, you realize all of this programming, all of it is geared towards the same thing. The depravity of destroying the morals of this world, which there aren't really many left. Look around us. And that's why stuff like this will continue to come out, because the parents go, oh, it's not a big deal. We tell our kids that it's fake and don't follow it. And they realize that they're desensitizing them. They're planting seeds in their heads. That's all that they're doing. It's nothing but mind control. I thank you for listening to today's show. Stay away from filth like this. Absolutely disgusting. God bless all of you and your families.